This is the World of Sports Network presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Monday morning football with the guru, man. It's November 9th. And today we have a loaded show, right? On the show tonight, we're going to talk about the Saints versus the Bucks, and we're also going to hit the Ravens versus the Colts. We're going to also hit the Bears and the Titans, the Raiders taking on the Chargers, and also we got to talk about the home team, the Hawks taking on the Bills. We got to also talk about, what happened over there in the desert between the Dolphins taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Also, we definitely got to hit, I got to talk about my weekly Matt Rule, man, the Rule Project in Carolina. And also, I want to end it, and I'm going to end it in this show with the team, right? The worst win of the week, right? The team that had the worst win and the team that had the best loss of the week, right? Exactly. So this is Monday morning football with the Guru, week 9. Let's go! Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. It's November 9th, man. Welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. So we're going to start off, man. I'm excited about today. It's a great show. So we're going to start off between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Sunday night matchup. Woo-wee! Right? Was that even a matchup? Wow. So this game, what it remind me of, what I thought about when I was watching this game, it's like I was watching a team of two different class systems. You know what I'm saying? It's like old money versus new money. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're like the team with the new money. All of a sudden just got the riches. A team that just never, ever, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, had riches, had success. A team that's known for losing. Like one of the Tampa Bay Lusineers, they call them. That was their nicknames. You know what I'm saying? One of the all-time losingest franchise. And now they have one of the all-time greatest player in the history of the game, in this organization. It's like their influx with new excitement, new money. You know what I mean? It's like they got Brady. They got Gronk. You know what I'm saying? They got AB. And then little old sitting over there is Drew Brees, Sean Payton, the stalemate of the NFC South, the New Orleans Saints, the team that's always been there with Drew Brees. You know what you're getting with the New Orleans Saints. Year in, year out. It's like we forget about the Saints because we already know they're going to the playoff. We already know. It's like the old classy money. And now when the old money meet the new money, you know what I'm saying? When the old money met the new money Sunday night, like always, man, old money always win, bro. Old money always win. And old money straight smash new money, man. That was an embarrassment. Kudos to the New Orleans Saints, man. I'm talking about great game planning by Sean Payton and company. Great game plan as far as they're utilizing a dual quarterback system in the NFL, bruh. A dual quarterback system. Taysom Hill, all of a sudden he's throwing the ball. I mean, oh my goodness. Sean Payton, I got to give my flowers to you once again. My man, they got to hire me, man, because I'm passing out roses. Sean Payton, you got the roses because the game plan you did was amazing, man. It was amazing. You went out of tendencies. You put this man in a passing situation, and my man threw the ball. And yet, my man used his ability. We talk about, you know what? Taysom Hill might be one of the scariest dude in the open field as far as a quarterback. We talk about Kyler Murray and Lamar and all those dudes. I'm not sure in the open field Mr. Taysom Hill might be the scariest dude out there in the open field, bro. No BS. What he did out there, ain't no one want to tackle this dude. I think as a defensive player myself, as a former DB, I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, get juked out than get run over, bro. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you get juked out, you be like, yeah, he's a better athlete than me, so he athleticized me. You know what I mean? But when you run over, that just man outmanned me. That's a different feeling, bro. Getting outmanned and getting out athleticized. And this man Taysom, he'll be outmanning dude, and he's an athlete, so that just don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense. But kudos, man, to Dennis Allen and company, man. Seems like he got Brady's number right now. Brady threw another 2 picks. That's 4 picks against the Bucs itself in 2 games versus 2 games versus New Orleans. 4 picks. 4 picks. 3, man. Man. Like I said, old money got new money. Tampa Bay is excited. They got all the excitement, all the new riches right now. But New Orleans still got Sean Payton. Still got Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Still got that old money. And they came into Tampa Bay and whooped on the Buccaneers, man. Congratulations, man. Great one once again. Sean Payton and company. We talk about old money, new money. I want to go to the next class with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, man. The Ravens versus the Colts. What did I see in this game? This was a great game, actually. It was a great battle. But what the Ravens remind me of, just a team that just have better athletes than their opponents. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just have better athletes at the athletic positions. You know what I mean? Like Lamar Jackson was just a better athlete than Phillip Rivers or anybody at that position. You got the receivers were better athlete than the Colts athletes. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, they were better athletically, mano-to-mano, than the Colts on defense. It was just two teams, a tale of two athletic teams, 2 athletes. It wasn't really about no X's and O's. It wasn't no battle about that. It's about the team. It was like college football. This is what it was. It was like college football, man. You know the team that recruit the 5-star athletes? Baltimore Ravens got 5-star athletes. The Colts got 3 stars, 2 to 3-star athletes. That's well coached. That absolutely well coached. But the Baltimore Ravens got the 5-star athletes. And at the end of the day, like you always see it in college football, the 5-star athletes throughout the game walk down the 3-star athletes, and they just out-athleticize them. It wasn't no beat down. It wasn't no bad loss for the Colts. No, it was at all. It wasn't no bad loss at all. It was just a matter of they just had better athlete at certain position than you did. And which came down to it, which was a deciding factor, man. Which was a deciding factor. And that is who the Baltimore Ravens are. Good or bad, they live and die with being a better athletic team than their opponent. Speaking of athletic and better opponent, y'all go ahead, man. Hit that bell on the YouTube, on their podcast. Yeah, wherever y'all listening. Y'all can listen on the Spotify. I always got to say I like saying on the Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts, or if you're watching this on YouTube, y'all go ahead and subscribe, man. Let's get this momentum going. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Monday morning football. So now I want to talk about the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans game, man. It's like the Bears are 5-4 and the Titans are 6-2. Very similar team, but like something's wrong with the Bears. I call this game the no ID, no entry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, when you go to some places, like you can't buy without no ID, you can't get no alcohol. No ID, you can't do certain things. You can't get a hotel room. No ID, you can't rent a car. Just no ID, no entry. Right now, the Chicago Bears have no ID. Like, I can't identify who they are. I don't know what they are. They have no identification, man. So if you have no culture, no identification, I can't figure you out. Nobody can figure you out. You're just up and down like, hey, who are you, dog? That's why they ask you for an ID. You know the IDs, when people ask you, who are you, what you do? Boom, you show an ID, right? You're like, yeah, dog, this is me. You got everything you need, my identification. Now let me get my entry. Let me get my entry. But the Chicago Bears, I don't know who, what. They're 5-4, like that's just a fluke. I don't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you look at somebody, you like, no, let me see your ID because I don't believe your age. Get the heck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you're like, look, bro, hey, this is 21 and older club. And then you look at the kid, you look like, man, they're like, nah, I'm 25. You're like, nah, dog, you ain't fooling me. You are not fooling me. You look like you 17 or 18, man. The Chicago Bears, man, they might be 5-4, you know what I'm saying? But you like, nah, let me look at the ID. You like, let me look at the ID. And you know what they said? I ain't got no ID. Oh, and you know what you said? No ID, no entry. That's who the Chicago Bears are. I can't figure them out. They're 5-4. I'm like, how the heck did they win 5 games? Where did this 5 games come from, dog? I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. If you can't figure it out, that means you ain't got no entry. And the Chicago Bears are not going to the playoff because they got no ID. No ID, no entry. But you know who got an ID? You know who got an ID and who's going to enter? The Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans got an ID. And that's why they whooped them. Because their ID is Derrick Henry. They're going to run the ball and they're going to do play action. That's the identification they need. Simple. Simplicity. Simplicity. It's nothing difficult, man. It's nothing difficult. When they said, hey, man, when the Tennessee Titans, they go out the county with an alcohol beverage, with an adult beverage, and they're like, ask for the ID. Boom, let me see your ID and your age. You're like, oh, yeah. Boom, you're over age. The Tennessee Titans, they're so good. You know their culture so much. You know their identification. You don't even ask them for the ID, bro. You don't even ask them. You're like, oh, I know who you are, dog. I know you are. Come on, man. Get in the club, man. I've seen you before. You know what I'm saying? I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know the identification, and they got entry, and that's why they're a playoff team. That's why they're a playoff team. And another playoff team I got to talk about. Another playoff team I got to talk about is the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, the Las Vegas Raiders with my boy, yes, sirree, Bob, the dynamic duo themselves, man. Mike Mayock and John Gruden. Man, I love them guys, bro. I mean, I am more those guys. I love me some John Gruden. You know why I love me some Gruden and Mayock? Because those guys did one of the simplest things. They kept it at what I call the KISS simple. I mean the KISS principle of football, man. They have the KISS simple principle. They keep it simple, stupid. That's the KISS principle. K for keep it simple, stupid. Because you know what they did as far as talent and draft? They made it as the simplest strategy. It's so simple. I got to say, oh, my God, they did the KISS simple. They want to win, right? If you want to win, what do? If you want your whole plan is winning, oh, my God, what is the whole point? Your whole point is winning, right? So they went to the simplest form, and they're down into the simplest form. They went to college, where they went to the universities, where the kids win. They went to go get winners. They drafted winners at the schools that got the winners. The team that wins the most, that's the schools they went to go get players. Think about how simple that principle is. Oh, my God. Ingenious. If you want winners, where do you go? You go to winners. If you want losers, you go to losers. Oh, my God, the KISS principle, dog. Why don't most organizations use that, man? You know why they're winners? Because they already did the homework for you. They already got the best players there, dog. Keep it simple, stupid. You want to win, go get players from Alabama, Ohio State, you know what I'm saying, LSU. You know, basically the usual suspect, man. The team that always in the Final Four, bro, in college football. And Clemson. You know, Alabama, Ohio State, and Clemson. That's all it is in freaking Oakland, bro. That's all you got to do. That's it, bro. Think about the methodology. Think about it, dude. It's like I love what those guys just did. Hey, man, look, I could just see John and my man Mayock right now. They sit in the boardroom like, hey, bro, look. We're rebuilding here. We got to win, man. What do we do? We got to get a culture of winners, man. You know what we do? It's simple. Go get kids that know how to win. You know where the kids don't know how to win? Easy. Go to the schools. There's only 4 or 5 schools in college football that always wins. It's just, duh. It's called the kids principle. Keep it simple, stupid. And that principle is going to take the Las Vegas Raiders to the playoff. So, y'all got to stay with me, man. About 10, 15 minutes from now, right? I got to tell y'all about the team that had the worst win of the season, of the week in week 9, right? And I also got to tell you about the team that had the best loss, right? Yes, the best loss about 10, 15 minutes from now, man. But after the break, we all know we like to have Russ to cook, right? We all like to say, let Russ cook. But sometimes, man, when you're in the kitchen, it gets hot, and sometimes you get burnt, man. After the break, man, I'll be right back, right? So be back a little bit after this station identification. You are listening to Monday Morning Football with the Guru. For more sports content, visit youtube.com/World of Sports Network. Yes, sir. Monday Morning Football with the Guru, man. NFL Week 9 edition. Appreciate y'all being with me. So look, y'all still with me? Once again, hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate the momentum that's going on, man. Let me know. Let me know how y'all feel, what y'all thinking. You know, and you guys listening on Spotify or any other podcast platform, let me know, man. Hit me. Y'all do a rating for me and just do what y'all got to do. Y'all know the drill. I don't got to school y'all. But, you know, I got to say all that stuff. So you know who got to say stuff, man? We're at the PNW, man. We got to talk about the home team. We got to talk about the home team. Yes. It's not a good way. I can't even be excited because the home team was not cooking, man. So there's this saying in Seattle. We say, let Russ cook. Let my man cook. But as we all know, man, if you ever been in the kitchen, if you ever cooked something, things unexplainable happen. Sometimes you get burnt. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be cooking bacon, right? You put the bacon, frying eggs or something, and the little oil just hit you, and you like, you know, it's discomfort. So we got letting Russ cook. It's all right. Sometimes even the cook burned the food. Yes, Mr. Russell Wilson, our cook, burnt the hell out of the food this Sunday, man, in Buffalo. I don't know if you let the stove on too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the heck was doing, but the Bills, boy, they weren't, whatever Russ was cooking, they ain't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't want nothing to do with it, man. 2 INTs, right, with 2 fumbles, 2 turnovers, and 2 fumbles caused. I mean, dude, that's 4 turnovers in one game for Russ, bro. The only thing Russ was cooking was giving the ball away to the Buffalo Bills. That's what Russ was cooking. That's what Russ was cooking, man. It's like I mentioned, this is an all right loss. Like, there's some losses that's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. It's all right. You kind of expect it. In a sense, you kind of see this coming. We're so used to Russ doing the unimaginable thing, the great things, that when stuff like this happens, we're like, no, it's all right. It's all right. Sometimes if you cook long enough, you're going to get burnt. Sometimes the onion's going to get in your eye and you're going to start crying. You're going to be like, when you're in the kitchen, things happen, dog. You know, things happen. Even the 5-star chef, dude, trust me, burnt something before, man. Trust and believe, bro. I have no worries. No worries. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. And Russ, I guess in Buffalo, they don't like what you're cooking. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like some Seahawks. They don't like birds. They might be vegetarians in Buffalo or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay, Seattle. We all right. We all right. It's a dub. It's all right. Defense look like crap. It's all right. It's all right. Things will be all right. Because at the end of the day, we have a 5-star chef. You know what I'm saying? We have a 5-star chef. And the next meal, I guarantee you, after he burned a meal, the very next meal, I guarantee you, is going to look like a 5-star meal. So I got to talk about Arizona, but I got to talk about the Miami Dolphins versus the Arizona Cardinals. And I have to speak about the boy genius himself, man. I think y'all got to start respecting this man, and I think y'all got to start calling him a genius, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you guys call the offensive coordinators all geniuses? I think it's time y'all start calling Brian Flores the boy genius himself, because what he does to the offensive coordinators, your little offensive geniuses, is just straight outclass them. My man Brian Flores is in a different class than those guys, man. He straight outclassed him. Let me just give you all a list of what Brian Flores have done to the boy geniuses of offensive coordinators in the league, dog. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Shanahan straight embarrassed him. Jimmy G, 2 TINT in that game. You know what I'm saying? Sean McVay, another boy genius. When he played the Rams, straight outclassed him, destroyed him. And now Kingsbury, the new boy wonder, the new boy genius, outclassed him. Outclassed him in all those games. In all those games, his team caused turnovers. Not a turnover, but turnovers. And 2 of those games, the defense scored a touchdown. I mean, we talk about geniuses. We spread the word so much for Sean McVay and all this. But, bruh, my man Brian Flores, what he's doing with Miami defensively, or what he's doing against those guys right now, bro, he's the boy genius. He just earned that term, dog. He's the young boy genius of the defense. Like, he just straight devour young offensive coaches, dog. Straight devour him. You could even add Adam Gates to that, man. Look at the Miami Dolphins records. Look at the teams they defeated, right? Well, they're 5-3. They beat Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? They beat McVay. They beat Kingsbury. They beat Adam Gates. Like, come on, bro. Those are the so-called offensive guys in this league. The offensive guys. Nah, bro. When it comes to this league now, we got to start putting respect in my man Brian Flores' name. And it starts by calling him the young genius. Yeah, you better start putting genius in his name. It's like we got to start putting genius in offensive guys' names, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got to start putting that. And then we put guru in defensive guys. Yeah, that's me. That's why I'm a defense. They call me gurus. Why do we call defensive guy gurus and offensive guy geniuses? Nah, man. My man Brian Flores is a genius, man. He's a damn genius. And you know who else is a genius? You're a genius. You know why you're a genius? Because you just press that subscribe button on that right there and click that bell. Yeah, genius. And you genius listen to this on a podcast, you just click that follow and rate us or something. Yeah, do something over there. Genius. Oh, man, that cracked me up, though. That cracked me up. The guru's a genius. I don't care. I know I'm a defensive guy. They call me the guru. Yeah, that's what they do, man. Profile you. Speaking of profile, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stick with me, man. About 5 minutes from now, I want to talk about the team that had the worst win of the week, right? And also I want to talk about the team that had the best loss, man. I mean, the week now was just crazy. It was unbelievable. But before we get to that, man, I got to talk about My guy, Matt Rule, Carolina versus the Chiefs, man. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every week I say the same thing about my guy, Matt Rule. I love what he's building right there, man. This season right now is called the proof of concept season for Matt Rule and the Carolina Panthers. It's called the proof of concept. Everything he's doing right now is just to see what works for now, and he's going to put that in his data. It's a data collection days, man. And everything I'm getting at is like, oh my goodness. Carolina, y'all got something here. In the stock market, y'all invest in the Carolina Panthers and Matt Rule, bro. Because Matt Rule, y'all call him a college guy. No, Matt Rule is an NFL coach, bro. His journey just went through the college ranks. But this dude is an NFL coach. And most importantly, this dude is know how to build, dog. And I love the foundation he's building in Carolina, bro. I love the foundation and the culture he's building in Carolina, man. I love that. Just what he did with the whole draft. How defensively, he's letting you set the tone. We're going to be like this defensively. We're going to be tough, aggressive, especially in defensive line, bro. I love how the Panthers, I love their effort. This is just to show you. This is just to show you, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you pick the right guy. It's not about the records. It's not about the Carolinas not a blazing record. It's not about the record. It's you could see the improvement. You could see week by week how they're getting better, how they're stacking. That's why the Carolina Panthers stocks is rising. And in a minute after the break, I'm gonna give y'all the team, like the team that has that had the worst win in week 9, and also I'm gonna give you the team that had the best loss. Right after this break, this is Monday Morning Football with the Guru. I'll be back after this station identification. You are listening to Monday Morning Football with the Guru. For more sports content, visit youtube.com/World of Sports Network. So interesting about week 9, man. There's two teams, right? I want to talk about. That was kind of weird. Team that had the worst win. Yeah, there's a team that had the worst win that I just couldn't explain. The Atlanta Falcons had the worst win. It's like, to me, I feel like the Falcons are going through a transitional situation where basically they hit a fork in the road where they got to decide how their franchise is going to go. You know, because of their team is they're a fringe team. They got an older vet, an older team, the leadership, the skill play, they're an older team. And yet defensively, they're a younger team and no experience. It's just they're in a transitional situation where they got to make a move. And I think everybody knows the move got to be a new quarterback. It's like you could do it now or you could do it later. Either way, I think you got to make that move. The quicker you do, like any tough situation, the better it is. And the Falcons, by them winning, is actually hurting them as far as putting themselves in a draft situation to draft a franchise quarterback when they move on from Matt Ryan either this year or next year. So them winning is really a bad situation for them, a terrible situation for them, because they're going to be too good to really to improve. You know, that's the crazy thing. They're going to be too good to improve in the future. But on the other side, the team that had the best loss was the Jacksonville Jags. Perfect. They went 1-7, kept in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstake. Ain't no need for the Jags to win any more games. Ain't no need. Why? What for? We know they're going to fire their coach. We know they're going to start over. They already been starting over. The Jacksonville Jaguars did an outstanding job of losing this week. And the Atlanta Falcons did a stupid job of winning this week. This has been the Monday Morning Football with the Guru, Episode 9, NFL Week 9. Y'all know the drill, man. Like this, love this, share this, and I am out.